Welcome to DB Details and Valeting Clean with DB. Here we've got an RSQ3 in for 2 days, enhancement, polish detail and ceramic coatings head to toe. This absolute weapon is going to look absolutely insane, so come and join in for the process and see exactly what we do in the 2 days detail. Multi-purpose degreaser to break down all the stubborn dirt on the outside of the car before we go in with the contact wash. Joys of it is, I'm not gonna stress whatsoever. So we've got this big job in for a couple of days and you have random inquiries turn up. If anybody says they play it cool and say book an appointment, yeah, that's great, but when people just turn up, you've got to serve them anyway. I love this, but I change it a little bit. Morning. How's it going? You know what? It's not even your fault. This paint on Peugeots is really, really soft. If you can clean the backs of your wheels with this brush without flicking it all over your front, consider yourself a hero. God, my knuckles are taking a battering. I don't know how you fancy bougie boys up north do it, whoa, and still look fresh and got a smile on your face. Little things. Fronts of the wheels, backs of the wheels, inside arches, wheel lug nuts, on we move. Oh, what a process. In the decontamination process, we need to make sure that the paint is super smooth before the machine polish actually touches the paint. Doing this, make sure that we don't make the paint look any worse than it currently does. In the steps, we've got a fallout remover, a tar and glue remover, a thorough clay bar, and a full rinse and dry down. When he says, oh, the condition of the paint's better, because the other one, bless him, he was like, mate, this paintwork is howling. And do you know when you just go, oh, he said that, so, and it was actually really bad, yeah. RSQ3.
No, it was nice for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's had an RSQ2 in between, because he's hopping his way to his R8. Aren't we all? Mate, I'll be happy with this £1,000 tracksuit he turned up on his first day in. Yeah. There's me feeling like turned up in a Hugo Boss tracksuit. I was thinking, God, that looks smart. Yeah, so I went into the Hugo Boss store, like, oh yeah, I feel like a chap, yeah, I'll buy that. £700 for the bottoms, £400 for the jacket. You're all right, mate. No thanks. Nope. There's me thinking it's like a, £100 tracksuit from JD or something. No, I was wrong. Cheese. can we make sure that these are 110%? All the bit bits under there, yeah. I'm sure we've done it all right, but you know, guarantee you get it inside and dry, you're like, oh my God. Yeah, yeah, you're like, oh my God. All door shuts brushed up, mushed up. And the edges have been getting me recently, like door handles and stuff. I'm like, oh. If you're all right rinsing that off, mate, I'm just going to bring the I might get the Honda out and just wipe the floor down a little bit. No. Bless her, shows how much she gets driven. This is all like the little faffing factors that you don't really account into your day, and you wonder why you're here until midnight polishing the living nuts out of it. Spin the wheels, get her in. Yeah. Do you mind spinning the wheels if I just quickly mop up the floor?
Yeah.
Go on. Go on. That'll do. This is part you don't see, just trying to keep everything else up and together and tidy. Even though this isn't an immaculate workspace, it's really hard to find the free time to catch up with stuff like this. Oh. There's a common theme here. Why are you so stressed? There's so much more, and you know, even when somebody comes in and goes, oh, I'll help you for like a couple of hours, it's just so refreshing and just heartwarming to know that stuff's getting done whilst you can carry on with work. Just got so much going on, I haven't almost got time to breathe at the minute. But then you still put a brave face on. Yeah, no problem, mate. Yeah, we'll see you on Saturday. Shut the door. Oh. The best thing is when people who don't understand listen to you, obviously you sound like an absolute negative, draining, bloody machine. They go, oh yeah, but that's good though, it's better to be busy than quiet. I just want a day off. Then I take a day off, you get 30 missed calls saying, why aren't you answering your phone? Honestly, bruv. Honestly. It's going to be mad how much just wiping the floor down, not amazingly, boosts morale of the job. Be like, oh yeah, that's better. It's just like when you just wash and hoover your car, like you even just spend 20 minutes doing it. You have such a better mindset and outlook of the day. Frame of mind, sorry. Yeah, if we just get that RS in and dry, I'm going to have to order my chemicals now because I'm not going to have enough time before the shut off at 2 o'clock. Right, I'm ordering this stuff. Car to be washed, get that car inside, order some products, order some stocks. Holy shit, man. So that's that done. Shampoo, yeah. Infinity. Ready to get that in when you are, mate. Citrus, light. Oh, I can't be dealing with that right now. There's an error with loading the page. Oh, the page won't load. Oh, here we go, log in again. Keep going. Go on, go on, go on, whoa. Citrus. fallout, plenty of. Wheel cleaner, plenty of. Drying towels, plenty of. Got the wax shine new stuff, triggers and stuff, yeah. Hard one, because I might just get those bottles from Euro again, because those triggers, even though they're cheap and cheerful, they do actually last enough. And they're £2.50 for a 750ml bottle included, whereas what they want here is £2.50 per trigger. Yeah, it's a bit, I know it's £2.50, but. So that's like 80% of the chemicals ordered. I've just got to order, I've just ordered Visa Heavy Cut instead of fanning around with Cartec. Do you know what I mean? Just, it's an extra 15 quid, but I'll actually get it tomorrow. I've just got pads. Oh, then I'm gonna shoot off proper single stage and ceramic, but like reducing as many as because he knows what he's looking at. Maybe you just go full send on the top half. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bonnet and top half. And yeah, you just have to rummage round with my show of products at the moment until they all arrive again. I'm not impressed with that heavy compound, too heavy. And then hopefully Blaise is going to have some good news that it's actually going all right. Hopefully like yellow pad and medium, you'll be like, oh mate, or yellow pad and heavy, and you'll be like, oh, I'm actually flying.
Some ways just don't go hey, is it?
No, this is it, so. Wicked, mate. Let me take you through the step-by-step process of this RSQ3 enhancement detail. There's always a lot of jargon and big words and fancy terminology which can often confuse you. Here we like to keep things really, really simple and don't overcomplicate things with stages this, stages that. We have a very, very in-depth conversation at the beginning of your booking to see how far you want to take your vehicle, because here we believe realistic results, realistic budget, and then everyone's happy all round. Let me take a look around these 12 marks to show you exactly what we do. We've had a really good chat with the customer, and we've discussed exactly how far he wants to go with his vehicle. It's as new condition paint, but it hasn't had the easiest life, so we're just going to revive the paint, knock the swirl marks back by approximately 70 to 80% with the odd deeper defect still visible. Doing this means when you look after it yourself, you're not treading on eggshells to keep that swirl-free finish, and it makes it enjoyable, and locking it all in with a ceramic coating really, really gives a solid layer of protection to make your life easier and have a fantastic result for half the effort needed originally. Yeah, what do you want me to jump on?
Maybe like all the doors are done, rear quarters are done. It's literally just like the top of the doors, like these bits on each side.
Front bumper, rear bumper, yeah?
Just do front bumper, rear bumper, and just little bits.
All right, and then it just needs a buzz over with refine. Thank God Blaise has smashed today, otherwise I've been in the absolute lurch. Day of polishing, half a day of refining, half a day of ceramic coating, windows, alloys, bodywork, interior. Gee whiz. Drives me mental thinking about how much it goes into individual car. Hang on, B, mate, hang on. Oh, then you've got the dog kicking off, the phone kicking off. Oh, the paint kicking off. Oh, Come at me, bro. Got to keep smiling. Let's keep smiling. Right, come on. With machine polishing, you can ask 10 different valeted detailers the same question and ask for their price range. Now, everyone has a complete different idea as to what a machine polish should include. You've got everything from a light machine polish, which just enhances the gloss of the paint without really chasing any swirl marks. But the aim of the game with getting somebody who knows what they're doing is that machine polishing won't leave any additional marks in the paint before we started. A couple of terms that you're probably familiar with or may not be are holograms, where you've got almost snake-like trails, as it were, in the paint where the machine has damaged the lacquer. What we use here is a dual action machine polisher, just to make sure we don't leave any worse damage. So you can have somebody charge you £100 and you could get somebody to charge you £800. The only main difference is the level of quality that they're going to chase. And don't get me wrong, you can find that very mid-market that like to remove as many swirl marks as possible in the given time frame with the budget on hand. Now, what we like to do here is, like I said at the beginning, is have a conversation with the customer, because my honest opinion, especially with machine polishing, there's a invisible myth that if you're machine polishing, you have to chase out every single defect, i.e. scratch, deep or light, and get that glass-like finish. Now, if you've got a 30-year-old car with finicky paintwork, or it's been resprayed in its lifetime, or all these variable factors that isn't factory finish, there's a very, very small chance that you're going to be able to copy and paste that mirror finish over the entire vehicle. So it's really, really important to liaise with the customer to give them realistic expectations. Now, there are extremes where people like to sand, so completely flatten the lacquer level, and machine polish, which is deemed safer, as long as you know what you're doing to a degree and remove the flattening marks, than heavy machine polishing to get that glass-like. But what we like to do here is reduce swirl marks, and yes, we're capable of removing every single one, but picture this. You've got a glass-like finish, and I'm going to ask you to wash it next week with your own tools and chemicals at home. You're probably going to be nervous wreck washing it without scratching it. Now, let's be realistic. Unless you've got, let's not bore you, hard paint from the German or the VAG group, then you want to make sure that your washing experience and maintenance level is enjoyable. So we're just going to get a realistic finish, a super hard ceramic coating. There is a misconception that ceramic coating is an invisible force field that repels dirt 30 miles per hour away from the surface, and you never have to clean or wax your car again for life. Now, let's condense down those kind of claims and keep it realistic. It locks in the shine semi-permanently because it chemically bonds to the lacquer. So yes, you do have a very, very thin micro layer of protection on the vehicle, almost like an additional layer of lacquer. It makes ease of cleaning. It does allow the dirt to fall off easier because you can imagine it is a greasy-like substance which is massaged and evaporated. It does give it a hard time for dirt to stick to it. So when you come to pressure wash, 80 to 90% of the dirt should, as long as you use a reputable ceramic coating, fall off. So the appearance of your vehicle does look cleaner for longer, which is another term and benefit to ceramic coating. Now, it doesn't stop stone chips. That's a physical impact that, unless you've got paint protection film, ceramic coating doesn't prevent or reduce stone chips unless it's PPF'd. Now, let's crack on with polishing. We've got a lot left to do to this thing. Let's get it buzzing and get some cinematic stuff on the go. You're probably thinking why I've shoved this in here. It's the cleanest, dust-free place that I can keep dust-free and scratch-free. So I know if I pop it in here, there's a very low chance of me picking up any dust from anywhere and contaminating the cloth to scratch the paintwork that I've just polished. I do look like crazy, and if I look like Hunchback of Notre Dame, but I don't care because I don't want to make more work for myself down the line. After every wipe down, it's really important to check with a sunlight torch, wherever he may be. I'll go and find it, just to make sure that your level of correction and swirl mark removal is consistent throughout the whole car. That's a really tricky part, to make sure that it's copied and pasted evenly around the whole car. That's the most time consuming thing. Yes, if you want to whiz around the whole car in an hour or 2 hours and cleanse the paint, fine. But when it comes to paint correction, i.e. removal of swirls, the real time consuming part, which can take 12 to 30 to 40 hours, is copy and pasting, keeping the variables of the pad, the polish, the heat, the speed, all the same to get that consistent result. And what you'll find from somebody at 100 quid to 800 quid is that the 800 quid guy has got a range of pads, a range of polishes to really get the best finish possible with the combination of choice. I'm really lucky in our position that we've had plenty of different paint types through the door, so 9 times out of 10 we'll know a typical combination to get the best results in the best time frame. Gone are the days spending 3-4 hours trying to find that combination, because we've got an absolute library on our head of pad and polish combinations to get the best results in the desired time frame. See that? Lovely, 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 lovely. Cheese! Oh, a little bit more down there. As you can see here, just showing the light, we've still got to polish this area here. See the heavier, deeper scratches here from hedge marks. Now, unless we get the sandpaper out to completely flatten the area around the marks and polish it for not hours, but for 30 to 45 minutes, that is probably quite an unrealistic result, because 9 times out of 10, this customer lives out into the sticks, is going to brush a bush again in its time. So if we 100% correct that area and he brushes a bush again, you're going to reinstate those marks anyway. So what we're going to do is reduce them by 70 to 80%, take your eye off of them, get a ceramic coating on there and make them look a lot more pleasing on the eye. Quick check-in to where we're at. Now we've done the thorough wash and decontamination, we're going to continue polishing now until God knows what time this evening to get all the marks that we're happy to remove to a particular level. Then once we're finished, we're going to get it outside, rinse it down so it's completely dust-free, blown dry, panel wiped with an alcohol-based product, then ceramic coat this vehicle head to toe. Bodywork, paintwork, wheels, and freshen up in the interior. Let's go. So, day 2, what's involved? Surely the car is clean by now. Yes, you're correct. We have refined all of the damage out of the paintwork to ensure that there are no obvious traces of machine polishing left in this car. It's been fully alcohol wiped and ceramic coated head to toe with wax shine ceramic coatings. The wheels, the body, and the paintwork are now fully sealed for 3 years. Come and take a look at the finished result.